I'm Skell, and I just binge watched Ahsoka Season 1. And I have a few questions, such as, in the opening episode, why does the captain of the ship meet Balin and Shin with so few security forces? I mean, I know he's very glib about it and thinks it's just a bluff by the Empire remnants, but still, it seems like a really dumb decision given the cargo or the prisoner he's carrying. It just seems dumb. Other questions such as, why is there a map to Thrawn? Admittedly, this is a map to the planet, but still, why is there a map in the first place? It just seems like another MacGuffin for Ahsoka slash Morgan to have to get to Thrawn. Such as, right, so Ahsoka is on the planet, in the tomb, and the HKs are topsides waiting for her to come out. Why don't they just go down and attack her while they're down there? I mean, it just seems like, we're going to wait around and hide and wait, and it just seems really dumb. When the HK self-destruct, that amount of carnage would have killed Ahsoka had she not escaped, also destroying the map, which later on we find out that Morgan needs this map, so this seems like a really dumb thing for the droids to do, because then if Morgan didn't have the map later on in the season, how would she have found Thrawn? Don't know, don't care. Why can't Harang solve the puzzle box ball MacGuffin thing? I mean, I know he's a droid specialising in Jedi training and stuff like that, so it might not be his speciality cracking map puzzle things. But also, furthermore, why is it just only down to Sabine in the entire galaxy and all the allies of Ahsoka, including Luke Skywalker, who is currently in this timeline, probably searching Sith temples and artifacts and stuff like that? So, why not go for him? Why does it have to be Sabine, other than just include her into the plot? At the Lothal ceremony, remembering the fallen, which Sabine ducks out of, why wasn't Hera invited? Why wasn't Zeb invited? Why wasn't even Ahsoka invited? Or if they were, why weren't they mentioned saying they couldn't come, but at least we've got Sabine here? It just felt like there should have been more there for the script to express to why the other original characters aren't there. But no, we just go straight to Sabine, who's being a bit douchey at times, saying, no, I don't want to be there, and then just burns off. Again, Sabine... One of my biggest questions is, why was Ahsoka trying to train Sabine? Sabine isn't force sensitive, and it doesn't matter if the force resides in all of things. It just seems like a waste of energy. Why not have Sabine focus on being a kick-ass Mandalorian, and then Ahsoka be the kick-ass Jedi? But no, they're trying to make Sabine into a lady Jedi at this point, and it just seems very, dumb. Why was the puzzle map ball MacGuffin thing so easy to solve? It took Sabine literally, supposedly like 5 minutes. I know there was supposed to be like a time lapse, whatever you want to call it, within the time, but she solves it so easily and quickly, and then she's attacked by the bad guy droids, the HK droids, and that fight is ridiculous. Why did the HK droid, which has the drop on her, totally miss at that range? It would have been like a sniper shot, I could understand, but the fact that he was within like meters of her and he misses at point blank range, and he's a professional, supposedly assassin droid, and then Sabine goes on to fight the droid hand to hand. Surely punching metal hurts, and she doesn't seem to address the fact that she's hurting herself punching this droid. It would have been kind of cool to see her trying to fight for her life while hurting herself. But anyway, she gets out of that situation and then faces off, and this is where it gets stupid, faces off against a trained or apprentice trained Jedi, Sith, Dark Jedi, whatever you want to call her, Shin. How the hell does Sabine hold her own against Shin? Logically, it does not make any sense. And then Sabine is stabbed with a lightsaber. Yet another character who's stabbed with a lightsaber and survives. I mean, come on, Qui-Gon. What about him? It'd be kind of cool. No, don't say it. I can just see it. They're going to retcon one day that Qui-Gon survived and he's been the mastermind behind it all this time. God, please don't do that. But anyway, episode 1, lots of questions, really dumb in my opinion. Moving on, episode 2. Episode 2, how does Sabine survive his lightsaber wound? You see it go in and twist a little. she'd be dead. I'm sorry. And also, lightsabers have been so nerfed in Disney Star Wars, it's just dumb. Ahsoka goes back to Sabine's apartment, whatever you want to call it, residence. Why is the HK still lurking around? Surely it would have just scarpered. It just makes no sense. Why was it waiting for Ahsoka other than to be killed and then have Ahsoka have a lead later on in the episode? It makes no sense. Why does Ahsoka, Sabine, Harang decide to try and decrypt, dehack the HK droid where they are, risking the lives of whoever else is in that building supposedly? It makes no sense. It just seems like a really bad decision for them to make. We see Baylan and Shin go to the Stonehenge ruin things and then have to notify Morgan where that was for her to put the map at. It makes no sense why Morgan doesn't know where to go to put the map. It just doesn't make sense. And then we have this whole scene of Morgan coming to the Stonehenge, putting the MacGuffin on the pedestal thing. It just seems like lots of time wasting to me, and yeah, it just seems dumb. Why are the New Republic dismantling existing ships to rebuild new ships? Surely it would be better and more efficient to retrofit the Empire ships. I just don't get why they'd waste time and energy and resources stripping them down to rebuild ships. It just seems like a dumb idea. And also, why hasn't the Republic got more periodic inspections of these bases for Empire remnants and sympathisers and stuff, instead of just seemingly trusting them that, oh, they're just getting on with it, they're on our side now? It just seems dumb. Another dumb move. Why does the Empire sympathiser yell, "For the Empire!" then fire? Why not shoot at Hera and Ahsoka and yell, "For the Empire"? It just seems like you're announcing your attack, which obviously gives a Jedi who's got lightning fast reflexes time to react to your attack. It's just a dumb decision. It's just dumb. When tailing the transport ship, why does Hera follow directly behind the transport in the firing solution of the transport? She could literally fly from pretty much any other angle or get ahead of it and be out of danger. But no, she has to fly there in the firing solution to add drama, which is just dumb. Furthermore, why is the only way for her to get a tracker on that ship Chopper? Which, don't get me wrong, I love Chopper, but why is it needing her to get close to the ship to Chopper to literally throw the freaking tracker onto him? It seems very inefficient, very unreliable, as noted in the episode. It just seems dumb. It's so dumb. And that concludes episode 2. It's just dumb. Episode 3. It starts with a training montage thingy with Ahsoka and Sabine, which is a total rip-off of A New Hope, and it just seems really dumb that Sabine is only just going through his training when it's alluded to that Ahsoka has tried training Sabine in the past, so surely she will be past supposedly lesson 1 already. Anyway, it just seems really, really member-berry and dumb. Hera goes into a meeting with a hologram Mon Mothma and a few of the New Republic Council members, gets a bit of a dressing down, and basically the end result is Hera has to leave the room with the holograms so the holograms can discuss their further agenda / Hera's fate. Why didn't they just turn the holograms off? It just seems like a really stupid move. Again, it just seems dumb. When Ahsoka and Sabine drop out of hyperspace near the planet, and all of a sudden Shin and Marok suddenly are on them, despite being so far away from them, it just seems like Shin and Marok and the other fighters were just waiting for Ahsoka to drop out of hyperspace. How did they know they were there? I suppose giving them some plot armor. What do you want to go? They could say that the witch told them that they were going to drop out there, but it was never said. It was never addressed. It just seems very convenient. And then furthermore, why does Shin's ship and the other fighters not do any damage at all really to Ahsoka's ship? It just seems really dumb. Again, furthermore, why does Ahsoka fly head on into the Eye of Sion, whatever it is, into the firing solution? She could approach from pretty much any other angle. Space is 3D, but no, she flies head on, taking damage from the lasers, turbo lasers. It just seems like a dumb decision. And then, when Ahsoka's ship's disabled, the Eye of Sion loses track of them when they're smack bang in the middle of a ring. Did nobody think to look outside the ring's window, or were there no sensors inside the ring? It's just dumb. Then Ahsoka has time to go get into her spacesuit, leave her ship before Shin and the other fighters are on them attacking. Then why is Shin and the fighters coming into the lightsaber range to attack the ship when they're in space? They could literally sit and hover, shooting at Ahsoka. They don't have to get within close range for her to attack them with a lightsaber. Again, it's just dumb. Why did Shin and Marok lose Ahsoka and Sabine when they were flying through the whales? Do they not have any sensors or scanners on the fighter ships? You see them on the sensor scope thing in front of them pretty much throughout the chase, but all of a sudden they lose them, and conveniently Ahsoka and Sabine manage to escape and elude a capture. It's just dumb. Anyway, that's the end of episode 3. Episode 4. It's just dumb. Episode 4. Sabine and Ahsoka know they're in hostile enemy territory. So what do? They just sit around on the ship. They don't stand on guard. You'd think they'd stand on guard covering pretty much their surroundings in case they're attacked or ambushed. But no, they just sit around talking while Harang is outside repairing the ship. And then Harang is attacked, and then somehow muffling a droid makes it go quieter. I know sound needs air to travel in and whatnot, but it doesn't. But again, that's just dumb. Anyway, why don't Harang just have an internal community go, hey guys, I'm under attack? But no, he's attacked. And then, why isn't Morgan already uploading the coordinates from the MacGuffin to the Ring of Sion? Why did she take so long? It's just dumb. After Sabine and Ahsoka escape the ambush at the ship, they go head off into the woods to supposedly where the enemy base is, and conveniently Shin and Marok are just waiting for them in the middle of nowhere in the woods. It's just dumb, convenient, dumb. Why does Sabine chase Shin with her blasters? Why not? She's got ranged weapons. Why not just stand back, taking pot shots at her? I don't understand why she chases after her. It's just a dumb strategy. It's just dumb. After defeating Marok, which was a big anticlimax, why does Ahsoka leave Sabine? They're literally within striking distance, pretty much. And later on in the episode, you see Ahsoka be able to use force push all over Shin. So why not quickly dispatch her and then Sabine and her run off? Nope, they have to separate for reasons. It's just dumb. Again, at this point, how does Sabine hold her own against Shin? Skill-wise, it just makes no sense. Especially with a lightsaber. It's just dumb. When Shin has the opportunity to kill Sabine, why didn't she take it? Instead she goes, smoke bomb, poof, gone. She had the chance to kill Sabine there, and yet Sabine conveniently survives. Also, furthermore, later on in the episode, you see Shin use force choke on Sabine, and she could have just done it there. She could do it pretty much at any point. Sabine is dead again at this point, but nope, she survives. It's just dumb. In the Ahsoka Baylan fight at Stonehenge thingy, why didn't Ahsoka draw her second lightsaber? It would give her an advantage. It's just a dumb decision to me. Again, in that fight, Ahsoka could probably use her second lightsaber, throw it at the map, destroying it, or the pedestal, destroying it. But no, she's just makes dumb decisions to me. It's just dumb. Talking of dumb decisions, why does Sabine betray Ezra's sacrifice from the end of Rebels by giving Baylan the map back? We know that Balin's attempting to go back and get Thrawn. It totally negates and betrays Ezra's sacrifice, which is a dumb thing to do. It's just dumb. Why does Balin destroy the map? He says it's to stop people following them, but why didn't he just take the map with them? It's just, maybe they might need it later. You never know. Or he doesn't know, as far as I know. Or we know. Why didn't he take it with him? No, he destroys it, which just seems like a dumb decision to make. Finally, in episode 4, why is the ring suddenly in the planet's atmosphere? Last time we saw it, it was in space, and now it's suddenly in the atmosphere. It makes no sense. There's no logical reason for it to be in the atmosphere. It just seems a dumb thing to put in. It's just dumb. Moving on. Episode 5. Why is Hera bringing her son into a hostile environment? I forgot to mention this in episode 4. Hera is potentially going into a war zone, or at least a battle, and she brings her son along. It seems like a really, really bad thing to do. Why not leave her with somebody she trusts back in the other ship? Or why not with Zeb? Or anybody? It just makes no sense why she's taking her son into a dangerous situation. It's just dumb. Where is Ahsoka at this point? We see her fall off the cliff, and then she wakes up in the world between worlds, or wherever it was. Was it a vision? Is she in her head? Is she in a memory? It's never explained. It's too vague. It's just dumb. Who is this Anakin? Is it a Force ghost? Is it a memory? Is it a vision? Is it some other being? Never explained. Don't know. Don't care. In her initial fight with Anakin, why didn't she use a second lightsaber? She has 2 lightsabers. Why didn't she use the second one? How does the non-Force sensitive Hera hear the lightsabers in the distance? I'll accept that Jason might be able to hear them. He might have some kind of Force attunement, because obviously he's Kanan and Hera's son, so he might have some kind of Jedi, traits. But Hera doesn't, so why does she hear it? It just seems dumb. If Sarah's in a new memory, the Clone Wars, or is it a memory, or is she actually there, or is it a vision? We don't know. It's never explained. It's just dumb. It's just memberberry dumbness. One of the biggest crimes of the episode is that they didn't give Tamara Morrison a cameo. His voice was in it, but it could have been just a soundbite from a previous episode or a show or whatever. In fact, they go to great lengths to hide clones' faces, including bandaging the wounded one up. Why didn't Tamara have a cameo there? He totally deserves it. He's Rex. And it's just dumb that he wasn't there. It's just dumb. We have another flashback, scene. What are these in need of? Other than just being member berries, key jangly member berries. It's just dumb. They make no sense. The lesson Anakin's trying to teach her, live or die. Well, surely Ahsoka wants to live. That's the whole point. Her mission isn't over. It's just dumb. Ahsoka wakes up underwater in the ocean. Implied that she's under there hours, because when they go off searching it's daylight, and when they find it it's night time. She's underwater for hours. How did she survive? It's never explained. Was she always under the water, or was she in the world between worlds? Was she transported elsewhere? Or giving a minute, get out? Was she trapped in a Force bubble which sustained her? It's never explained. It's just convenient that she survived. It's just dumb. Nitpicky thing, but when Ahsoka's outside her ship talking for whales and she's done her communication thing, she bangs on the glass to Harang and then goes, "We need to go inside," or whatever. How does Harang hear Ahsoka through the glass? This is space glass, and I would imagine it would be really, really tough and probably soundproof and stuff. A quick solution would be for her to get a communication device and goes, "Hey Harang, blah 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 blah," but no, she taps on the glass, which sounds incredibly thin, and talks to him. I know it's a nitpick, but it just really bugged me at the time of watching, both times. It's just dumb. Why, when the Republic ships see the whales flying towards them, despite saying evasive manoeuvres, why don't they move? They just seem to sit in front of the whales, quite casually. It just seems really dumb just for a spectacle, and it's just dumb. And that's the end of episode 5. Moving on. Episode 6. Now this dawned on me when the second time watching it. Why does the Ring of Sion have 7 engines? It just seems like an odd number. Well, it is an odd number. You know, you have 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and then 1 at the bottom. Why not 3 on 3 and then top and bottom? Or why not just 3 and 3? It seems like a dumb design. It just seems unnecessary. It just seemed dumb. Why do the evil witches, the Dathomir witches, whatever they are, pick on Sabine for being a dirty Jedi, whatever it is? She's trouble. And yet don't pick up on Balin and Shin, who are probably more powerful and more in tune with the Force. They don't know, the witches don't know them two either. It seemed really dumb that they singled out Sabine. It's just dumb. Are there just them 3 witches there on that planet, or are there more? What's going on? What's the situation? What's the hierarchy? Is it just them 3 in charge and then lots of underlings who we never see? Later on in the episode they mention the catacombs, and it looks like that Thrawn is transporting bodies across between the galaxies because he seems to be loading up these coffins onto his ship. It's never explained. It just seems like a time wasting MacGuffin for Ahsoka to arrive and whatnot. It just seems like a time delay on Thrawn returning instantly. Just seems dumb. Okay, credit where credit's due and whatnot. Thrawn's entrance was an introduction. It was great. I actually liked it. It seemed quite intimidating. I know people have commented on Thrawn's appearance. I didn't have an issue with it. He seemed quite menacing. The music and the chanting, it was great, and I enjoyed that bit. One bit in the entire series is not enough to satisfy me about Ahsoka on a whole. Yeah, but then Thrawn starts acting dumb. It's been about 10 years since the end of Rebels and now, and yet somehow Ezra escaped Thrawn. He's been on the lam, escaping, running away from Thrawn for 10 years. Why hasn't Thrawn captured him? Especially when later on in the episode he uses the witches to locate Ahsoka in the debris field. Why couldn't he do that with Ezra? It's never explained. It's just dumb. Why did Thrawn let Sabine go? He says it's to distract her from whatever he's doing, but he has her captured. You know, it's just dumb. Especially when he gives her supplies and her weapons and stuff. Why not just exile her or keep a prisoner? It's just dumb. Why, when Sabine's ambushed, why do the bandits, whatever they were, just only attack, seemingly aim at her armour? Her armour is literally plot armour, especially without a helmet. She would have been dead, you know, but hey, Sabine survives. It's just dumb. Why was Sabine mad at her mount? Her mount acted instinctually and like an animal would, running away from danger and conflict. But no, Sabine's really mad at this poor creature for running off and trying to fend for itself. Sabine's a great character. Ezra is supposed to be missing for the last 10 years, or however long it's been, and yet conveniently her mount finds this crab thing, which then leads her to Ezra quite quickly. It's very convenient and dumb. What has Ezra been doing all this time? You know, it's been 10 years, and from what it looks like, he's just been chilling around with these crab people. Why hadn't he been trying to, you know, attack Thrawn, or why hadn't he been off trying to find other allies, rather than just being some kind of like hobo hippie wandering around with these crab people? It's just dumb. Finally, why is he so chill about Sabine being there? If I saw Sabine in that galaxy where she was right there and right then, I'd be freaking out saying, wait, why are you? How are you here? And she's like, oh no, it's a question for later, don't worry, just chill out. It's like, no, he needs to know. He needs to know that Thrawn has a potential of going back to the original galaxy. And Sabine's like, yeah, she's so chill. And he's so chill, like, yeah, and we just give this awkward hug. It's like, no, you need to be panicking and a bit more agency about it, because it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's just dumb. Ending episode 6. We're nearly there. Episode 7. why are the Republic Council Court geezers, whatever you want to call them, I don't know, Mon Mothma and co, why are they so glib and so relaxed about the Empire threat? I know they just think they're remnants, but they're aware of Gideon on Mandalore and the Beskar troopers and stuff like that by this point. They're also aware of what happened recently on Corellia regarding the Empire remnants and the uprising there. They're also hopefully would have like the data from Hera's ship, seeing the Ring of Sion, and also the fact that Hera's just lost 2 pilots, or potentially lost 2 X-Wing pilots. So there's enough evidence that there is a threat. But no, it takes that C-3PO to walk in with a message from Princess Leia saying, oh no, it's part of the secret plan, getting Hera off the hook. But Hera shouldn't be on the hook at this point, kind of. It's just dumb that the Republic seem to be very, yeah, whatever, it's just a couple of scattering Empire remnants, but they're still a threat. Deal with it. It's just dumb that they don't. It's dumb. Ahsoka has a training scene here with a hologram of Anakin. It's just pointless. It's part from another memberberry of Anakin. And don't get me wrong, I love Anakin, but it's just a dumb cameo memberberry thing. It's just dumb. They exit the whale hyperspace thing into a minefield. First starts, where did all the mines come from? How did Thrawn have time to put them all there? And also, why do they have no effect on the whales at all? And it just seems like a minor inconvenience rather than an actual threat. It's just dumb. Why again did the fighters not have any effect on Ahsoka's ship? They just seem to just pew 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 and just do nothing. And it's just dumb. Again, why is Ezra so chill about the appearance of Sabine? It's implied that they have had a conversation between the episodes, but Ezra's more like, yeah, whatever. But he should be panicking. He should be freaking out that Sabine's there. Thrawn potentially could have a way back home. And Sabine's very bad for holding that information. She's never held accountable for ruining Ezra's sacrifice. She's never held accountable. If anything, she's forgiven by the end of the series. It's dumb. How did Ahsoka sense Sabine? I know they say that they're apprentice and master or whatever, and it's, you know, riffing on the whole Empire Strikes Back with Luke and Leia, but Luke and Leia were twins. They were both Force sensitive, and they're both very close. They were. Sabine and Ahsoka aren't close at all, and one's not Force sensitive. It's just dumb and convenient, and this also leads into the witches detecting Ahsoka with the magical ball MacGuffin things. This series really liked the ball MacGuffins. Yeah, so why didn't witches do that with Ezra over the last 10 years? It makes no sense. It's dumb. Why doesn't Ezra take his lightsaber? It's dumb, because he says, I don't need a lightsaber, the Force is my ally. But then later on in the fight he picks up a Stormtrooper blaster and starts blasting the Stormtroopers. It's just dumb, because, you know, choice, lightsaber or Stormtrooper blaster. It makes no sense. You know, give this lightsaber to somebody who's trained with it for years, rather than leaving it with Sabine, who's supposedly only had like 5 minutes training with it and pretty useless with it. It's dumb. When Ahsoka jumps off her ship, why is Baylan conveniently waiting for her there when he even says, oh, a surprise, but a welcome one kind of thing? It's just dumb. And again, it's just another pointless fight scene. And then Harang in a ship which has been constantly at this point tailed by fighters, which hasn't taken any damage, conveniently strafes the battleground with missiles or chaff or whatever they were, and then Ahsoka conveniently escapes Baylan, and then Baylan goes off his own way. I know Baylan's got his own mission at this point, which again is never really explained. It's alluded to but never explained. It's just dumb. Again, how does Sabine hold her own against Shin? It's been proven now twice now that Shin is the better fighter, but somehow Sabine managed to hold her own again. At this point, Sabine should be dead 3 times over. But no, she's still alive. It's dumb. Why doesn't Thrawn command the dropships to attack the battle from the air after dropping the troopers off? It's just, Thrawn's supposed to be a hyper genius, tactical genius. In this series, he's not. He's just dumb. If Thrawn's great master plan was to delay Ezra and Sabine and Ahsoka from getting to him while he was loading the sarcophagus things onto his ship, furthermore, why wasn't he already loading them onto the ship before they got there? If he knew that his rescue was coming, why didn't he have the, sarcophagus already loaded up, ready to go? But no, his master plan is to delay them. But why did he let Sabine go? Why not keep Sabine as a hostage? Because at this point, Ezra's unaware that Sabine's there to give him any agency, so Ezra's not a threat. Ezra could have just, been forgotten about. And he could use Sabine as, bait, and he could have just blasted her off into space or something for Ahsoka to rescue or lay a trap. But no, he just lets her go, and then they all three of them team up, and it sets up the final episode, which leads to episode 8. Ahsoka, episode 8. Are you still with me? Here we go. It's called The Jedi, The Witch and The Warlord. Why is the episode title riffing on The Lion, Witch and Wardrobe, which is an earthbound, real thing? I don't know, it really annoyed me. It's probably a nitpick, it's just dumb. Why are our heroes just cruising along with the crab people, knowing that Thrawn's pretty much ready to go? Why aren't they booking it off in the ship, trying to get to Thrawn, and they're just cruising along? Da, 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 da. Why? It's dumb! Thrawn says they're ready to go, but then doesn't go. He sits around for another 10-15 minutes for them to go. It's just dumb. The TIE fighters come in, attack Ahsoka's ship, destroying Ahsoka's ship. And then Ahsoka and Sabine ride off into the sunset to Thrawn, leaving Harang and the crab people to fix the ship. I know Harang would know how to fix the ship, but why do the crab people know how to do it? They're supposed to be like a primitive nomadic species, and yet they know how to fix a Jedi transport ship. It seems like a very plot convenient thing for them to do. It's dumb. When faced with the night troopers in zombie form, bear in mind all three of the heroes have lightsabers. Why aren't the heroes hacking these troopers up into pieces? It just seems to be like kind of constantly like attacking them, letting them fall to the ground. The lightsabers seem very nerfed in this series. Mind you, in the whole Disney Star Wars, lightsabers seems very nerfed. I remember when lightsabers used to be very dangerous weapons. Now they seem to be like light sticks, which burn and just incapacitate people rather than killing. It's just dumb. We knew it was coming, but why is Sabine suddenly OP in the Force, being able to, force pull and push things? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Why did the three witches take so long to imbue the power to Morgan? If that was the plan all along, surely having Morgan superpowered already would have been beneficial rather than taking time to power up. It's also convenient that she got a magical blade which could hold against a lightsaber to give Ahsoka and her a good fight scene later on. It's just dumb. Okay, so somehow Ezra escapes Thrawn's cruiser on a transport ship. How? Furthermore, when he gets back to Hera, why did he come out with his full stormtrooper gear on and his helmet and everything? Why? It just adds extra drama and tension, which we knew it was going to be Ezra, but why didn't he come out with his helmet off and go, "Hey guys, it's me," rather than, trying to get shot? It's just dumb. Why is Ahsoka so chill about Thrawn getting away with Sabine? Ahsoka should be so mad at Sabine for the whole situation they're in, but no, she's so like, yeah, everything happens for a reason. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. Then there's other leftover questions from the series which might be explained later on, but what happened to Sin? It looks like she's gone off to join the bandits of that planet. Does she understand their language? Is she just going to rule them with a lightsaber? It's just dumb. Balin's master plan. It's alluded to. It's something to do with the Force gods, the father, the son, and the daughter, because he's on the statue at the end, possibly alluding to the mother. But it's never explained, and obviously Ray Winston, bless him, he's no longer with us anymore. Are they going to recast him? Are they just going to drop that plot thread? We don't know. We'll never know. Ugh, it's dumb. finally, the series as a whole. Why didn't they involve Luke, Han? They mentioned Leia, but Lando, Chewie, any of the original characters. You know, they were supposed to be the savior of the galaxy before. Why aren't they involved in this whole situation? With the threat of Thrawn, you'd think, you know, and the rising empire, you'd think they'd bring back the people who kind of defeated the empire before, but no, they're not. It's just dumb. As you can tell, Ahsoka for me was dumb, and it's a wasted opportunity. Again, Disney, and I don't know. I love Star Wars, loved Star Wars, but ever since Rogue One, it's just gone downhill, and it doesn't seem to end. It just seems to be content for the sake of content, and it's just dumb. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably a long one. Anyway, I'm Skell. Be safe, be kind. Bye for now.